Do not ignore these next 30 seconds. They may be the clearest warning about your ability to stand, walk, and stay independent in the years ahead. Most people don't realize this decline is already happening. Find a chair, sit down, and try to stand up 10 times as fast as you can. Why does the number 10 matter? Because in clinical medicine, this isn't just a leg exercise. It's a preview of how confidently you'll move, climb stairs, and catch your balance 5 years from now. If you cannot finish 10 rises in 30 seconds, your body is sending a very specific signal. Your leg power is beginning to decline. The exact strength that keeps you stable and responsive, and the kind that walking alone cannot protect. But this number is not a judgment, it's your baseline. And today, you'll see how reactivating this system can completely change how you move for the next 20 years. Before we explore how this test works, let's establish a clear foundation of safety. This video is based on clinical research used in geriatric medicine, including CDC study protocols and EWG-SOP2 consensus guidelines. This is education, not personal medical advice. If you have joint pain, recent surgery, or balance concerns, consult your healthcare provider before testing. At Elder Science, our mission is simple: to turn complex science into clear, practical steps that help protect your independence. To understand why this simple test predicts your future mobility, we need to look beneath the surface, at the biology inside your muscles. The movement of standing up is driven primarily by the quadriceps, the large muscle group at the front of your thigh. In younger years, this system works like a well-tuned engine. It responds quickly, smoothly, almost automatically. But after the age of 60, a process known as sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, begins to change how that engine performs. And here's the important part: this change is not uniform. The first fibers to decline are the type 2 fast twitch fibers, the fibers responsible for power and rapid force. Think of your muscles as having two teams. One team supports longer, steady movement, like walking across a room. The other helps you react quickly, like standing up, catching your balance, or stopping a fall. These are your power fibers, and it's these fibers that allow you to stand up with control, stabilize your body, and respond in a split second when something unexpected happens. Now here's where this becomes personal. Let's look at what's typical for your age group. For women, if you are between 60 and 64, a common range is about 12 to 17 stands. Between 65 and 69, around 11 to 16. And between 70 and 74, about 10 to 15. For men, between 60 and 64, most fall between 14 and 19. From 65 to 69, around 12 to 18. And from 70 to 74, about 12 to 17. So if your number is below these ranges, especially below 10, it often means this power system is no longer being fully activated. And that's not a judgment, it's a signal. Even a difference of just 2 repetitions is considered clinically meaningful. It can change how confidently you move day to day, because what you're measuring here is not just strength, it's how quickly your body can respond when it needs to protect you. And that brings us back to the biology. When these type 2 fibers are not regularly challenged, they gradually shrink. But muscle is only part of the story. There is also a communication system at work. Inside your spinal cord are specialized nerve cells called motor neurons. You can think of them as electrical wires connecting your brain to your muscles. Each one controls a group of muscle fibers, together forming what we call a motor unit. When you stand up quickly, Your brain sends a signal through these wires, activating multiple motor units at once. This creates what scientists call rate of force development, your ability to generate strength quickly. You don't need to remember the term, just remember this: your body still has the system. It just needs a stronger signal. But with age, that signal can become weaker or slower. The muscle may still be there, but the message doesn't arrive as clearly. This is what we call a breakdown in the brain-muscle connection. And when that happens, everyday movements begin to change. Standing feels heavier, balance becomes less stable, reaction time slows. This is why some people suddenly feel less steady getting out of a chair, even when they believe their strength is still good. But here is the encouraging part. In many cases, these fibers are not permanently lost. They are simply understimulated, which means they can respond again when the right signals are restored. In simple terms, your muscles are not too old. They are underactivated. Before we move into the practical steps, let's simplify. There are 3 key ideas to remember. First, the fibers that decline first with age are the ones responsible for power. Second, these fibers only stay active when they are challenged with enough intensity. Third, walking supports your heart, but it does not provide enough stimulus to maintain leg power. Our goal now is simple: to restore that missing signal. Now let's translate this biology into a simple and practical system you can use at home. To begin, you'll need a stable chair, ideally around 17 inches high, placed on a firm surface. Ensure your chair is stable against a wall. Sit near the middle of the seat, feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart, arms crossed gently over your chest. When you're ready, stand up fully. Then sit back down slowly and under control. Continue for 30 seconds, counting each full stand. For adults between 60 and 75, around 12 to 14 repetitions reflects a typical functional range. Fewer than 10 suggests your leg power system may need additional support. If your number is lower, this is not a failure. It is simply your baseline, and that gives us a clear place to start. And this is where things begin to change. From here, we begin rebuilding strength. Start with 2 to 3 sessions per week on non-consecutive days. In each session, perform 3 sets of 8 to 12 slow, controlled chair stands. As you stand, move with intent, as if you are gently pushing the floor away. As you sit, control the descent, as if you are lowering your body with precision. Your effort should feel moderate, around 60 to 80% of your maximum. By the final repetition, you should feel challenged, but still able to complete 1 or 2 more if needed. That feeling is exactly what we want. Stop if you feel sharp or unusual pain in your knees, hips, or lower back. Your body adapts. Gradually increase the challenge. This may mean adding a few repetitions, slowing the lowering phase, or progressing to a slightly lower chair. This principle is called progressive overload, a small, consistent increase in challenge over time. And to support that change, your body also needs the right building materials. As we age, your muscles become a little less responsive to protein. It's not that protein stops working, it simply takes a stronger signal to activate repair. Think of it like turning on a light. When you were younger, a small switch was enough. Now, it takes a bit more input to reach the same level of activation. That's why aiming for around 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein per meal becomes important, because at that level, you give your muscles a clear signal to rebuild. Exercise provides the stimulus, protein provides the material, and together they allow your muscles to adapt, rebuild, and become strong again. If you remember only one idea from today, let it be this: your result is not a verdict, it's a starting point. Muscle is one of the most adaptable tissues in the human body. Even in your 70s and beyond, your body still responds to the signals you give it. Every time you stand up with control, you're not just moving your body, you're sending a message to your nervous system to reconnect, a message to your muscles to stay active, a message that says this system is still needed. And over time, those messages add up. Your type 2 fibers can begin to respond again. Your coordination can become sharper. Your balance can feel more stable. Independence is rarely lost all at once. It fades when the stimulus for strength disappears, but the opposite is also true. When you restore that stimulus consistently and safely, your body begins to adapt again. So whether your number today was 5, 8, or 12, what matters is not where you are. What matters is what you choose to do next. Because strength is not fixed. It's something you build, one signal at a time. Take the test today. Set a timer for 30 seconds and count how many times you can stand up with control. Notice how your legs respond. Once you have your number, share it below. Just the number. Let's see where our community begins. And if your number is below the threshold, don't be discouraged. That's not a failure. It's a clear signal your muscles are ready to respond again. If you want to understand how strength actually works after 60 and how to rebuild it step by step, consider subscribing to Elder Science. Each week, we turn complex science into simple actions to help you protect your strength, your balance, and your independence. Because your independence is not determined by your birth year. It's determined by the stimulus you choose. Start with one controlled stand today, and I'll see you in the next deep dive.